Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali and watching CGHOW video. Today I create this stylized fire effect in Unreal Engine Niagara, Unreal Engine 5 Niagara. So let's start this tutorial, and if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it. If you like this video, like, share and comment.
CGHOW. CGHOW.
First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So I have found this cool reference, Stylized Fire. It looks really cool. But I don't have any animation or same model, but I modeled a simple mesh here, you can see. So we will use it. Okay, so this is very simple. I'm not creating it again. I have just created it and I have a simple map. Okay, so let's just create a material for the fire and fire. Okay, I'll just take a noise texture, this one, and then I'll take a radial and then I'll multiply these together. Okay, I'll take a dynamic parameter to control the density of my radial, and also I will take here power to dissolve it. Okay, that's it. I will not take anything else. Just the particle color, and let's use Blackbody for it. That will give you a cool effect. So instead of particle color, although you can use that also. So let's say particle color, and I will multiply this thing and then take a Blackbody. So this multiplier will be my temperature. So this is my temp. And then after Blackbody, I want to saturate it even more. So I will take desaturation. So desaturation is to make black and white, but if you make the negative value, it will make more colorful, more vibrant. So this is my saturate. And then I will multiply this whole with the particle color. And I will make it translucent, unlit, and then multiply this black and white thing with the opacity. That's it. Okay, so if you'll check that here, let's say you have density 1, you have dissolve 1, you have like 4000 temperature. So it will make it white, and then if you make it negative 1, it will make it red. Okay, you can make it even more like this. So now it is not much red. If you make this value even more negative, it will make that red. Okay, so let's just, and one more thing, I want a random tiling here. So I will take one more dynamic parameter and this time make this 1, and this is your tile. Okay, so that's it. Let's save this, and I'll just make a Niagara. Okay, FX, and I'll use that fire material in this one. So this is my fire. Okay, and I'll just turn off the post process here in the particle. So close this and take this again, and now this is off. Okay, so I don't need gravity for now. In velocity, like this, I will make a directional velocity. So I will just take the, maybe I'll take the cone. And in the cone, let's say you have just 100 and 200. And then cone angle is very low, maybe 10. And cone angle is this, okay? X and Y, so both. And then location, okay, let it be 10, and spawn rate, let's say you have 200. Then I don't want any mass, and size maybe you have 60, 40. Okay, then I'll take the dynamic parameter, and density I want default 1, dissolve I want, and this thing maybe 230,000, and desaturation -1. You can even make it more like this. Okay, and then you have this random tile that I will use maybe 1 for now. So this temperature should like fade after a while. So you can use a curve, this curve. Okay, so now you can use the temperature. Uh, Let it be 1, and this curve should be like this. Okay, maybe 0.5. So you have this thing. Okay, and then I want my drag to like animate. So it will be increased after some time, maybe 2 or maybe 1.5. Cool. Then in dissolve, we can, and one more thing, I will take the size of sprite to scale over life. So initially it will be 1, then at the end it should be maybe 2. Okay. And the color should not be like absolute black, or let it be. So in the dynamic parameter, let's randomize the tiling. So this is 1.2 is like this, and 2 is more noisy. So you can randomize it. Maybe 0.5 to 1.2 or a 1. Okay. Maybe I'll use it 0.5, 0.1. Yeah, that will be good. And at the end it is fading, so I will delete this scale color. So now it's not fading, but it should dissolve. So with the dynamic parameter, if I'm increasing value, it is dissolving, you can see. So I will use a curve, and initially it should be 0, and initially it should be 0, and or maybe 1, and at the end it should be 3 or maybe 2, like this. Okay, so let's also make this fire local and drag it into the viewport. It should be here. Okay, so this fire is really dense. So what I'll do, I'll increase the alpha, maybe 10. Okay, and this is becoming too much dark. So in the dynamic parameter, this temperature last value should not be 0. If I make it like this is 1, and this 1.1, 0.2, and 5. Yeah, yeah. And also take the rate. Oops, not this one. Rate, sprite rotation, and randomize it also. Maybe 100 and -100. That will be enough. Slightly curl noise I will take, but in the spawn rate, spawn particle spawn, and maybe 200, 50, 10. Yeah, and I will animate this also. Okay, so we got this fire, stylized fire, and let's take a post process here, make it infinite, and first thing in the image, make this a little darker. And also these lights should be more dark, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, I guess. Okay, and then the height for color should be uh, more dark, maybe not that much, this much. Okay, Then I will also add rotating, but let me also check it. It has a like a glow also. Okay, too much glow. And one more thing. Uh, First, glow. So we have this particle color also that we can, if I take the scale color and take a float and increase this value, like instead of 1, I make it like 10, it will be glow. And then we can curve it like this. So initially it should be like 10, and at 0.5 it will be 1. So it will be glowy like this. And still, if you want more glow, actually this is too much. I'll make it like 2, and I'll copy this fire and paste and make it below. And in this fire, what I will do, a dynamic parameter, temperature, I will not use the curve. So in the temperature, maybe 5000 or maybe even more. So this hole will be like red. And then I will not use velocity this much, maybe 0, 0 and red or 50. Spawn rate maybe just 50. And the size of particle little higher, and then the opacity will be very low, and this should be actually fade in, fade out, and very low. And then the dynamic parameter I will saturate even more, or maybe you can just make the color red, so it will be almost red. And the alpha 0.01 or maybe 0.001. Yeah, and I will reduce the light 0.6, 0.3, or maybe 0.8, 0.5. And let's increase glow a little bit. We have this glow. Okay, I will increase the light little more. This glow should be above the fire, so we can make the shorting 1. Okay, and I think we can even more reduce it, maybe alpha 1. Yeah. Also in the post process, you can add the bloom. Okay, so basically you have this, and in the fire, in the main fire, in the tiling, I will make it more random. No, 0.5. Yeah, and dissolve. 3.5 should be 1, and 1 should be 3. And this temperature value will be 0.2. Yeah. And in the velocity, I'll copy and paste it and take the linear and take the uniform. And on the X, I will make it like this, maybe 50. Yeah. Okay. Now I want a rotating fire around it. So we can copy this fire, copy and paste. And this is our second fire, and I need a source that will rotate around, so we can emit that from this. So if I take the fountain and this is like rotation source. And if I just isolate it and delete all these things, and I just take the burst, one particle, spawn at once, and life is infinite, and then take rotate around point, use the one here, and radius maybe 100, so this will rotate like this. Okay, then from this rotating particle I want to spawn this, so I'll copy the name and I'll delete the spawn rate and take the from and paste the name here and fix it. So a particle will spawn from this, the second emitter, and in this one I will increase the spawn rate first. Okay, and then the velocity I will not use that much, maybe not this one also, so it doesn't have much velocity. And I'll take the gravity a little bit, maybe 100 positive or maybe 50, and this should be, the sphere should be smaller, maybe 5 2, and the spawn rate size will be maybe 30 and 40. Okay, so now if we check that in the viewport, that should be little down. So in the rotation we have this, and we can move it little down, maybe minus 50. It's not working, so what you will do, in the rotation there's a center, can move it down, and now this should be like minus 50, I think, minus 40. Okay, so we have now this, and this is rotating too fast, maybe 0.2 or 0.3 will work. Cool. And the curl noise in this one, I'll increase 20, and yeah, maybe even more. Still too much. So maybe this will be 50 and this will be also 50. Yeah, that's fine. And the gravity I'll increase little more. Yeah, cool. And you can also in the post go to shading, and in the shadow you can change the color. So you can use the gamma. Yeah, like this. Maybe 0.01. And there's little sparks in this one also, the ambers that you can do. So I'll just copy this fire, paste it here, and this is my ambers. Everything will be same. Just I'll take the radial here, radial, and particle size would be like 1 and 5, and color should be like this, and and sphere size maybe 20, and then spawn rate maybe 20. And if I just isolate this, I don't need drag this much, maybe this will be 0.2, and curl noise will be a little higher. And this should also like scale up and down like this. So we have some ambers also. Cool. And I'll increase the radius of the sphere even more. And the size of ambers may be 3 and 1. And same amber I will copy and paste it here. And I'll copy the name of the source emitter. Delete this, take from and paste the name here. Fix it. And now it is also emitting from rotating particle. If I increase the spawn rate, you cannot see that, right? But it should be there. Let's make this to 10 and isolate this. Why it's not visible? This is weird. So you can just copy this file, copy and paste. And this is your embers. And just because you have this, take the radial. And just you need to make this hotter, maybe 100. And size will be like 1 and 3. And sphere size maybe 10, 20. And then spawn rate maybe 10. And size this. So you have ambers from it also. And that's it. One more thing, the material of fire, I will just make that actually default lit. And instead of, not instead, I will add the same thing in here also. So now my fire will be affected with the light also. So that's it. What else we should add? We should actually add, let's make actually in this one, I'll increase the drag maybe. I'll increase the life actually to 2.5, 2.5 into. Yeah, and this much is bad. This one is better. And particle doesn't seem, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so that's it. And one more thing, let me try in the shorting. I use, that's not short. So that's it. This is final. Okay, so thanks for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye. Actually, I will add a light in this one. Yes. maybe 250, 10. And also same light, if I copy and yeah. And the fog, I will increase this one, one, yeah. And this one, I'll make the alpha maybe 20. And this one also 20. And I'll make the size more random, maybe 60 and 30. 40 is enough. And gravity should be random. So it should be 20 and yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and bye bye.